Hey, this is 3.2. Is it a triangle? And this is kind of a fun lesson. I hope you enjoy this one. We're going to start by talking about something called the triangle inequality theorem. And what the triangle inequality theorem says, it says that the sum of the two smallest sides of a triangle must be greater than the length of the longest side. The sum of the two smallest sides must always be greater than the length of the longest side. Okay, so that makes sense, but I think it makes a little bit more sense to write it out like this. Short plus middle. So in other words, your two shortest sides, your short side and then the one that's just bigger than that, must be bigger than your longest side. I'm going to refer back to that little inequality quite a bit today. Short plus middle has to be greater than long. Now on this slide, you don't need to, you don't need to write this down. I'm just going to kind of show you what this means. So I have three different segments here. I have a short side, a middle side, and a long side. And you can see that in this, the ones on the left here, that the short plus the middle is definitely longer than the longest side. So that one satisfies the triangle inequality theorem. And again, you don't need to write this. It will still be difficult to do. But what I can do is I can drag these around and I can create a triangle out of these three sides. I'm just going to play with it a little bit until I can get it here. Just going to rotate these a little bit to make it a little bit smaller. That way. Let's see if this works. All right, that's pretty good right there. Not perfect, but you can kind of see there that I've created a triangle from those three sides that I have. Okay, now if you look at these sides, I have short, middle, but not as big as the long side. Okay, I'm actually gonna make this a little bit longer so that you can see. Okay, now it is impossible. I could try all day to try to make a triangle out of these three sides, and it's just never gonna work. There's no way to make that happen. You can kind of see how that's working out there. There's just gonna be this big gap here, and it's not gonna work out. So in order for three sides to create a triangle, you just have to remember that little inequality. Short plus middle has to be greater than long. So we're just gonna dive into three examples, and then we'll be done with this one. So for all three examples, and I would definitely write these down, it says, do the given side lengths make a triangle? Yes or no, okay? Now, don't just say yes or no. We have to show some work. We have to show some proof here, okay? So what I always tell people to do is label your side lengths, small, medium, and large. 3 is obviously the smallest, 4 is in the middle, and 6 is the largest. So now we're asking ourselves, we're going to use that short plus medium bigger than large question mark. Is that true? So I'm going to try it. Is 3 plus 4 bigger than 6? And then do it. 3 plus 4 is 7. And now the question is 7 bigger than 6? Now remember the alligator eats the bigger number. So yes, that is a true statement. 7 is bigger than 6. So yes, side lengths of 3, 4, and 6 could create a triangle. Okay, go to example 2. Now these ones aren't in order. 10 is the largest side. Use a cursive L so it doesn't look like a 1. 2 is definitely the smallest, and 6 is in the middle. So we're going to check, is small plus medium greater than large? Question mark. So in our case, 2 plus 6, is that bigger than 10? 2 plus 6 is 8. So now we have this statement. We have a statement that says 8 is greater than 10. That's false. That is not true. So no. Side lengths of 10, 2, and 6 would not work because 8 is definitely not bigger than 10. Okay, now let's try one more. 3, 5, 8, those guys are in order. So small, medium, and large. So now we're asking ourselves, is small plus medium greater than large? Is 3 plus 5 greater than 8? 3 plus 5 is 8. Oh, tricky. Is 8 bigger than 8? Say that in your head. Is 8 bigger than 8? No, 8 is 8. So that does not work. It has to be greater than. It cannot be equal to. So that one does not work. Okay. So in summary, short plus middle is greater than long. If that's true, then it's a triangle. If it's not true, then it does not work. It does not create a triangle. If you have any questions about that, let me know, and I can certainly help you figure that out. I think the math part is easy, but maybe conceptualizing it is the tough part. So let me know if you need anything. Otherwise, good luck on your worksheet and your mastery check.